Stay tuned for the end of this video for a special offer from Hop Water. What's up? Cheap beer for you to drink. My name is JJ. Alright, it's time to try Icehouse. Not sure that I've ever had Icehouse or Icehouse Edge. They're a higher ABV offering, but why not? Let's start out with the original here, Icehouse, coming in at 5.5% alcohol. Look at this can. This just screams old school to me. I love when the cans keep the silver in the background. It reminds me of old school, like Bud Light. It reminds me of Burger. Rest in peace to one of my favorite beers, Burger, out of Cincinnati. But just a cool looking can. Molson Coors makes this. And I did a little quick history on here. Plank Road Brewery is what it says on the can. They try to make you seem like this is from a smaller brewery. It's not. It's from Molson Coors. Always has been a Miller-made beer. But they try to fool you there and make it seem like it comes from a smaller brewery. Not sure why, but it does include water, barley malt, corn syrup, dextrose, and maltose, yeast, and hop extract. Corn syrup, by the way, is used as part of the brewing process only. Icehouse never uses high fructose corn syrup. You know it's a Molson Coors product because they include that on all of them. 12 fluid ounces is the serving here, so 153 calories per serving. That's not too bad for a 5.5% alcohol beer. 10.6 grams of carbs per serving. There are 2 servings in this 24-ounce can. Let's try it. I'm excited to try Icehouse for the first time. There's a lot of people I hear that enjoy Icehouse out of bottles. And I knew I wanted to do a video on this, so I went to there's a place nearby. It's a small little family-owned grocery store, and they had 12 packs of Icehouse in bottles. I got all excited because I'm like, I'm going to do Icehouse. Been doing ice beers. It's time I do this one. And I went, and their selection of beers went from like super quirky stuff you don't see anywhere else to the same stuff you see everywhere. Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light. They used to have so much strange stuff. They had a bunch of stuff from Genesee, which they still have, but they used to have Icehouse. They used to have all these beers, Outlaw, just all these beers I couldn't really find elsewhere. And now they've kind of like streamlined their the beers they carry there. So unfortunately, no more Icehouse in 12 packs at this place, but I'm sure I can find it somewhere. So one of these days I'll try Icehouse out of a bottle to see if it tastes any different. But we're going to try it out of this tall boy can here because why not? It was like $1.19 or $1.29. It was just over a buck. 5.5% alcohol, ice brewed. That's all you need to know about this bad boy. Let's try it out and see if it is any good. A lot more corn flavored than I just recently had the Milwaukee's Best Ice, and I can already tell this is going to be better, but it's going to be different. This is probably the corniest of the ice beers that I've had. So it's good, and it's got quite a bit of flavor and quite a bit of sweetness, but just a lot of corn flavor, which is strange. Because not too many other of the ice beers have this. Honestly, this is probably the most unique tasting of the ice beers I've had, because you start doing like a natural ice and Bud Ice. Those taste pretty similar. And then you've got, those are the better ice beers, in my opinion. You can throw Genesee Ice up there with the better ones. And then you got some of the ones that you need to be ice cold to drink. The Milwaukee's Best is the most recent one, but there are a few we've done here on the channel where I'm like, alright, something's up here. These are drinkable when they're cold, but then they start to taste strange. I can tell this one's not going to do that. This one, it's just, interesting. It's not very similar to the other ones. I would be interested to know if this was one of the first ice beers to come out, and it probably was. And for it to be around for so long at only 5.5, that's low for an ice beer. I think everyone else is 5.9 or so, or maybe a little higher, or somewhere around there. 5.5 seems pretty low for an ice beer to me. And it is a unique flavor. I don't know that I love it. I don't know that I like it a whole lot, but it's enjoyable. It's drinkable. It's a bit different. If anything, maybe that's what it reminds me of, is the burger ice that I found one time, and then I think I bought it right as they were canceling it because I never saw it again. But yeah, this is middle of the road, I would say, for a ice beer. But if you don't like the other ones out there, like the Anheuser-Busch offerings, you're not a fan of Molson Coors' other one. Man, how many ice beers do they have? They definitely have Milwaukee's Best. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to think of their other brands to see how many... that'd be a good question. I might do a little research into that. How many ice beers does Molson Coors make? This might be their best one. Okay. Let me just say this. I could easily finish this can. It's a tall can. It's enjoyable enough to finish. Some of these ice beers I just dump out. But this one, it's good enough to be able to finish. But it's just a little too much corn in that flavor profile for me to recommend. Icehouse. Now I've got to try the Edge. Because that's going to be interesting. Cheap beer for you to drink. Let me know your favorite ice beers. I've been on an ice beer kick because why not? More alcohol. And the flavor is pretty similar to just the regular version of these beers. So why not get the higher ABV, and they're usually cheaper too. Icehouse here on Cheap Beer for you to drink. Leave those comments down below if you've had this one. Leave those requests down below if you'd like to see a video from the channel. I definitely need to get around to reviewing something that's not ice beers. It was malt liquor there for a bit. Now it's ice beer. We're getting fancier as we go. Cheap beer for you to drink. Thanks for watching. A big thank you to the folks over at Hopwater. Make sure you make your way over to their website. Use code 4U2DRINK at checkout. Just like the sign up here, just like the name of the channel. The letter 4, the number U. I messed up. The number 4, the letter U, the number 2, that makes more sense. Drink at checkout for you to drink and save 20% off of your order. The Hopwater flavor I want to feature here is the Classic. Why not? Let's start with the Classic. They've got a variety pack. This is in it. And this one's cool because you get the taste of hops. It's made with real hops. So it tastes like beer in the fact that there is hops in it. So you get the hops flavor, but then you get, I think I get a little lemon, a little lime, and a little grapefruit. It kind of reminds me of like Squirt soda, this flavor here. And the cool thing is 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. And they add ingredients in here to distress and unwind, as well as improve mood and cognitive performance. Hopwater, a big thank you to them. They saw one of the non-alcoholic beer reviews I did here on the channel. And they asked if I'd be interested in doing some sort of collaboration. And I was like, heck yeah. I was going to review these at some point anyway, so the fact that they reached out and helped to support the channel, it's kind of a win-win. So Hopwater, if you go to that website, you want to place an order, use code 4U2DRINK at checkout and save 20%. Again, a big thank you to Hopwater for supporting the channel.